It's cold outside. Is it cold outside?
I mean,
he's wearing a shirt. I don't know why.
He's drinking like coffee or something.
Yeah, and I'm the closest one to the fire.
We both are drinking.
Are you sure? I think he's closer.
Oh, that's true.
We're both drinking coffee.
No, what were you? Okay, so what were you? The last thing that we were talking about. Hey, we're back. Welcome. Hey, look, it recognizes two of us, but it doesn't recognize us.
It doesn't recognize the other
I
one.
put boxes on our heads. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
We're blockheads.
So
hey.
you said that twice.
Hey.
This is sponsored by
Hey.
Sponsored by Hay. I don't.
Yeah.
Today's show is brought to you by Hey. It's for horses.
Yes, it is. Of course it is.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so hey.
So what do
Hey.
I don't know. Welcome to the campfire. Thanks for joining us around here. We were talking. We left off yesterday talking about why you're required to take the courses that you're required to take in school.
And I was hoping you would tell us why, because I still find them
Yes,
pointless.
since you are a teacher, you gotta tell us why.
Well, state law. I mean, you're required to take certain courses, and they just changed it. They changed it fairly recently to where you have to have 4x4. You have to have 4 maths, 4 sciences, 4 social studies, 4 Englishes, which I guess mostly was the truth before, but you didn't necessarily have to have 4 maths.
Yeah.
So, in a way, they're trying to make those courses more applicable to whatever it is that you're doing. Like, there's like a.
I mean,
What are our alternative math classes? You don't have to take calculus. You can take.
I don't know, because I'm taking calculus.
You can take like an ag math kind of class.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh.
As your 4th math. So I mean, they're trying to make them more applicable to different fields.
They're not doing it next year, but the year after, creative writing can take English 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
So creative writing right now just counts as like an elective class.
It's just a club right now, and we couldn't get it as a class for next year. So when it is a class after next year, they'll let you take it instead of English 4.
I like that.
I
won't
think.
be here.
Yeah, so I definitely agree that that a lot of the courses that you take, you're not necessarily going to use that in your real life. But I think that we do have here so many more different.
We have a lot more
lot
than we
of.
did last year.
We'll have a lot of the CTE different courses available. We're like one of the only 2 schools in the nation, I think, that has the biodiesel program where we create.
I thought we were the only school.
Are we the only one?
The only
Yes.
school in the nation.
Oh
that
wow!
have it.
And then people get certified in that.
And I'm in it.
In growing the algae to turn it into the biodiesel, and you just
Yeah,
do
or
all the
just sell it
different stuff with algae.
because Mr. Riley he has tanks of algae. He just sells to people.
Oh yeah, we feed it to the freshmen and see if it's if it works before we send it off.
Is some of it like for growth for food? Is that a thing that people do with algae?
Actually, he's making one. He's making
We make it into
a protein like powder.
We make it into like a little powdered protein, or make it into biodiesel.
So you can put it in like protein shakes.
We're doing this Google Science Fair thing where you have to come up with like an invention and something to like help the world, and that's something I've thought about is like turning algae into like a food.
Got something. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I love the Google Science Fair stuff. The young lady who won last year, like she's so like they do some
Well, every
things they do are
sponsor
so awesome.
chooses a winner. There's just like one grand like winner though.
Yeah, for Google, but like she's famous now for the stuff that she's done because she created I don't know. There's so many things that kids have created.
We just watched it and I can't think of it because we watched all like the winners' videos.
What did you create? Like some kind of test for something for Ebola or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do it's very weird. I hear strange noises of like people powering up and stuff like that in video games.
I don't know.
Do you hear that? Crickets and then like video game
That's the
fire.
surround sound we have inside the house.
It is a pretty
Probably
fun
playing
noise.
in the living room.
What were you? You were left off with the last. We'd still get a 1 today on our writing.
Oh yeah.
if this were our end of course exam for English, the writing sample.
Anyways, going back, I know like we have like classes that we're supposed to take, but
That's what we were kind of talking about. Was that the auto program is going away next year?
it is.
And you wanted
It
to
is.
save the auto program, and you were talking about how that we created people created a petition for it.
Before we go on, he's stuck with technology. We talked about this
I was
yesterday.
answering a text that I got.
I mean, I'm gonna answer texts too as they come to me,
Oh, don't get over your slave.
because that is not our topic today, so I won't feel bad about pulling my phone out if I have to.
And that's just a long topic, but I mean that's what last thing I was saying was that to check out Student Boy. I actually have his book with me today. I'll go grab the book at some point, but to check that out. But it can still be saved. It's still, I mean, the decision's kind of. It's the train. You can hear the train from out here by the fire. You really can. It's 2 miles that way.
The horn doesn't work that way. It's running low on batteries.
The train
It
uses
doesn't
batteries?
sound. No, yeah.
It doesn't use batteries. It
Shut
runs
up!
on air.
No, but, yeah, I think the auto program's gone. I don't think they're gonna be able to stop it.
Well, we
They try.
can still because they still have to take all the lifts out of the shop.
Yeah, they haven't decided what they're going to do with that stuff yet.
They have to get all the vehicles that we work on. From,
Can we make
like,
it
they're
into an
from
indoor
the
tennis
school.
court?
No, they were going to make it to the construction
Move the
manufacturing
construction
place.
over to that place, and then, yeah. There's a lot of big plans in the works.
Yeah.
I mean, they bought land over off Tram to build a 3rd elementary school, and they haven't decided, or for a new elementary school,
Uh-huh.
and then they take one of them and turn it back into an intermediate school the way we used to have, and, oh yeah.
Oh, and
Well, the way we
for,
had
like-
it before was perfectly fine.
Yeah, well, it was great, but now it's the junior high's overcrowded because the junior high is now a middle school because it's got 6th, 7th, and 8th
Well, if
instead
they
of 2
didn't,
grades.
if they didn't take away the intermediate school, that wouldn't be a problem.
Well, then we wouldn't have the 3 different elementaries.
They're building a new
We
stadium
would, yes.
too.
Yeah, a new stadium and a bigger parking lot because like band practices in like a cow pasture with lots of holes and
How about
ants.
we talk about that? How about that's our category for today?
The stadium.
That our school is becoming 5A because we are over the number of people to be 4A by 9 people.
By 9?
Right.
But you're telling me?
So yeah, that's what made us become 5A is that we have at the snapshot date, whenever you look to see how many people are enrolled in the school, we're 9 people over, so now we're becoming 5A.
You're joking, right?
So we would have money could have gone toward a new theater
Or-
to be built like in front of the school.
Yeah.
Um,
Or a bigger art place because we're
Right.
overcrowded.
basically like an arts,
Yeah.
department building that would have the theater and would have all that stuff.
That would be really nice.
But because we've gone over, so now the district decided that if you're a 5A school, you have to have certain things, amenities, more parking at the stadium.
No, well we
Turf. They're putting in turf at the stadium.
Yes.
Or,
Not parking, but also visitor stands and more stands for our side.
oh, our new stand's going to sit 4,000. That's what they were telling us.
Yeah, but a lot of that stuff we like band kind of does need like a bigger parking lot because we want to actually practice in a spot where I'm not afraid to like fall and break my ankle.
Well, I haven't said that yet. I'm probably coming off as if I wish that their money could go to stuff that
No,
wasn't
I
just
agree.
athletics.
I agree
But-
with you though at the same time because I'm like I guess I could deal
Well,
with the cow
athletics
pasture.
did get a whole bunch of the money we got for going to 4A.
Yeah.
Because we've gone from 3A to 4A to 5A in like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And like most of the money goes to like, athletics.
Well, when we went to 4A, basically they just bumped everybody up a level.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
every school basically went up one level that way. But yeah, and athletics does. I don't think that it brings in money. We still spend money, but
Yeah.
because all of the money for concessions go to the boosters, go to the programs for band boosters and stuff like that. So I don't know that any of them really make money, but they do have a lot more participation and a lot more community support. That people come to watch the football games and to watch that stuff. But boy, wouldn't it be nice to have a brand new theater and have
I
a brand new
understand.
arts department and big
Well, yeah, because they.
or to go ahead and build a new department for the.
Let's not even have a new department.
other-
Like art, just give us more money. Because Miss Jenkins, like last year, we needed money for like a printer because we needed to print out something. I forget what in like color. And so she asked Dr. Sessions, and he like came back like the next week, and he's like, "I found $900," and she said she like practically cried almost over that.
Well, yeah, the CTE department is great about being able to find the money to. Budgets work to where if you don't spend the money, then you don't get that amount of money next year. So
Yeah.
if you're getting a budget, then you want to spend the money, but you also want to spend it on things you actually need.
I think they should split it up equally between the departments instead of just like giving this department a whole bunch of money then giving this the least amount because not enough people take it. They should get it even because even if not a lot of people take it, that certain department and they see like the new stuff that's coming in, they're gonna get interested and want to take it. But then whenever they do, it's gonna be overcrowded. There's not gonna be enough materials. Because half of our teachers pay for a lot of our stuff out of their pockets because the school won't give them enough money.
Cough, cough, Miss Jenkins.
Yeah, Miss Jenkins does spend a lot of her money
Oh, yeah.
on stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of teachers do.
And then Miss Jenkins is like the teacher who has like everything stolen from her.
That is true.
No, it is because like Art 1 just like I don't want to like bash them, but a lot of the kids are just in there because you have to have like an arts class. They don't really want to be in there.
Yeah, it was in there last year.
Is
Yeah,
it
well,
because-
you're required to have a fine arts credit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so like a lot of people just get put in Art 1 and they just don't care and they like tear everything up, all their nice stuff. or they take stuff from her or steal things.
That is bad.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Hello.
Hey, guess what?
Hey, you beat your game,
Beat your game.
No way.
Watch.
They just beat it.
This is the worst.
3 levels.
You're walking in fire.
Okay, we're creating video games. Hey, welcome out here. Wait, this is the entire thing? It's a video of like going through all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the end? Oh, that was the very last one.
Just kidding, I beat it again.
Jeez, okay, fine.
Yeah, your game.
I'm gonna make the game more difficult. I'm putting a wall in front of those barrels yeah.
Alright.
You can't blow up those barrels
I'll
anymore.
beat it again. No problem.
Anyways, let's.
We have visitors out at the fire today, it's awesome. And they weren't cold at all.
Anyways.
Scratch this entire
Let's just start over.
This entire episode
No.
was just scratched.
No, let's not scratch it.
Who's watching this? Who? Really? Seriously?
I will legit.
Like send an email to tweet us. Tweet us at the campfire.
I legitly will watch this.
Who's
if you put
watching
it on
this
the
episode?
website.
Stormy's over there like, I'm finished my game and I want to go play her game.
Recording.
And we got more people, more visitors.
Hey, more visitors. Hey, come on.
Wait, no.
How's it going? What were we talking about today? We still don't even know, do we? Miss Jenkins? We were talking about Miss Jenkins. How awesome is Miss Jenkins?
I don't know her.
Oh, what?
I never took art or anything. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was a fail.
Yeah.
Wow.
None of this is going into a show.
Let's-
No, this is going
No,
in.
dude, none of this.
If you don't put this in a show, I'll be upset because I would watch this.
Because we
One.
finished up the last show on Caleb's line. If this was an essay, we'd all get a 1.
For one, I'm not even drinking coffee. I'm over here falling asleep. Our topic is so boring.
I said we should make our topic homework.
Homework.
That's even more.
I disagree with homework completely. That's stupid. We spend like
Why?
8 hours a day.
Hey, welcome to the campfire. Today we're talking about homework.
And how pointless it is. We already spent like 8 hours.
I wasn't talking about how pointless it is. I was
It's
talking about how
pointless.
awesome homework is.
like
You
a
see this
broken
fire? That's
pencil.
where I throw my homework.
I believe homework shouldn't be like a mandatory thing if the teacher gives it to you.
Okay, there is a big argument, a big debate about whether or not you should get homework. Now,
You shouldn't.
why shouldn't people have homework?
Because you already spend over like the
8
entire
hours a
day
day.
here. You have stuff to
Think
do at
about this.
home.
Think about this. Alright, you're going to school. You got, say you're an athlete. You go to practice, then you go to work. Some people get out
Hey,
work
even-
around midnight or 1 and don't have time to do homework. They go home, they shower,
And
they go to
the
bed.
teacher's arguments, most are like, well, I stay up until like 3 grading papers. And I'm like,
You're grading papers, I'm working.
Darn, this is good, but all I hear is them.
Homework is like a broken pencil. It's pointless.
Ooh.
oh.
All right, we're starting the show on that again now.
Okay. But anyway, what do
So
you
it's gonna be quiet out here by the campfire. The crickets are gonna be turned down. They won't be hearing anybody playing video games. We're talking about playing video games or anything like that, or even people who aren't even supposed to be out here by the campfire, just hanging out in the
They're
air by
grounded.
it.
They're grounded.
write them up?
Fine, you say the pointless thing again, and I'll yell at them. Hey, hush! Y'all hear me yelling at you?
Nope. They don't.
talking to?
Y'all
I'm not talking.
ruining our show,
It's a
and it was awesome. Hey, welcome to the campfire.
Oh my god.
We're talking about homework. Now, Caleb, what do you think about homework?
Homework is like a broken pencil. It's pointless.
I think you messed that up.
I don't care.
We should start it back over.
No, if you say it again, I will leave.
You know what? In the words of Caleb, hey, welcome to the campfire.
I'm bad.
But in the words of Caleb, homework is like a broken pencil. It's pointless. Agree or disagree? Here are our thoughts. So, yeah, you had big opinions about. Okay, both of you do. Why should people not be required to have homework? Why should we not? So, just tell me some, and then he'll piggyback off it.
We'll be back after I get some more coffee.
Anyway,
That was
okay.
quick. All right. No. Why no homework? Why should people not have it?
Because we
You had
already
different-
we spend already over half the day at school. If you really, and then we're like too busy. We have to do like stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Good Lord.
How many visitors are
What is gonna happen? Do I need to lock the door?
Yes.
What door?
People just keep walking in here.
What do you mean walking in here? Walking out here by the fire?
Oh no.
We cannot get this. This is horrible.
They
We
can't
can-
see us. I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
they can hear you.
It's noise, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and you're not even supposed to be in here, man. Go.
Just edit it.
Hey, I was just
Tell
coming.
her to get out of here.
I was just coming here to tell you I beat your game. That's
No, you did
There's
not.
3 of us in one class period.
You bull. It was Antonio who did it again.
Antonio beat it twice. Roberto once, me once. Hang on.
Then that makes 4, not 3.
Anyways,
That's 3 people, Dork.
I feel like you feel.
Hey, welcome to the campfire.
I'm gonna say this.
So this is like the beginning of the show is like we're supposed to be excited and be like, hey, welcome to the campfire. It's gonna be like, God. Alright, we're starting this again. This is like the 10th time today because we've been constantly interrupted by all kinds of stuff. So welcome to the campfire. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
You look so angry.
Oh.
But our topic today is how pointless homework is, or at least we think it is, and you might
You
not.
ruined his joke.
No.
Hey, welcome to the
Oh
campfire.
my god.
I'm done.
I am about to jump in that fire back there.
Yeah.
Why? What are you talking about? This is the beginning of the show. You're supposed to be fired up.
Exactly. We're about to
Hi.
get fired up.
Hi, welcome to Splendora, Texas. We're hanging out here by the campfire. Thanks for joining us. Today's topic is homework. And in the words of my good friend and student Caleb here, homework is like a broken pencil. It's pointless.
And I think we all agree.
Thoughts? Thoughts about homework?
No. I want
Mario.
to know you first. Do you agree with homework or not?
Oh, I do. I'll be the bad guy.
Why?
I think that homework's not a bad thing.
You're
But I completely understand the reasons that you were going to tell me. That you have some reasons that you tell me that you think that we should not have homework.
Yeah, because we stay here almost over half the day and we have to go home and do things. We don't always have time for it.
Okay.
Right.
Absolutely. You want to add to that?
Well, most of us, at least some of us,
Have lives
have
outside of
lives
school.
outside of school. Some of us get out of school and we go to practice, or we go to work, and we get home around 1 in the morning. And we don't have time
You
to
get home around 1 in the morning.
Well, if you work 8-hour shifts, then yeah.
Do people really work 8-hour shifts?
Yep.
Yeah, Sonic.
People work.
Burger
So you
King.
mean to tell me that people have athletics that they're involved in, and they have other outside academic programs that they're involved in, and they have work they have to go to
Yeah.
to help support their families and stuff like that?
And like
And that
that.
maybe they don't have time in the middle of the night to do their homework before.
Yes.
They
So we spend 8 hours a day here anyway, and okay, so I understand those points.
Yes.
okay. He's
Okay, and what is your argument?
So I mean, I would add to it that not everybody has equitable internet access, or has that when you're young. A lot of people's parents help them do their homework.
My parents don't.
My
A lot of
parents
people's parents, however, a lot of people's parents do not help them do their
Don't
homework,
even get my homework.
and they're left on their own. So some people's parents like know all of this stuff, some people don't. I think that there's lots of but I think that I think that homework should be different. I think that homework should be something that I don't think that homework should ever just be like sitting and doing bookwork. Doing bookwork. No, I think that it should be something like, for me, if we're talking in a video class, I should make you watch, whenever you're learning how to edit videos, a lot of people want to put transitions in. Little water drop effects, stuff like that, star wipe. I would give you an assignment of watching one television show, and then looking for how many star wipes or how many water droplets you're going to see in the you're none, right? So you would learn that. Like you'd watch and you'd be like, oh, now I get why he doesn't want me to ever use these silly transitions.
Because they're stupid.
And that's homework. It's homework you can do while you're doing anything else.
See, I can agree with that, I guess. I mean, but that's not what the kind of homework we get.
What kind of homework do you get?
Bookwork. Read this, do this, answer all of these stupid questions.
Do this
Write this
paper.
paper.
Wait, for one, I've never got a bookwork for homework.
I have, but I
Do you
usually
even
don't.
have books anymore?
Yes.
No.
I love reading.
Worksheets, right? So you get worksheets for them.
Yeah, but
And those worksheets usually have like the name of the book that they come from, and then you can Google answers to Houghton Mifflin, Algebra
Unless
1.
unless your teacher is smart and erases all that stuff.
Well, yeah, but you
you
can
can
still,
always look up.
okay,
the
so if
question.
it's math, you can use photo math. Really, you can cheat on any kind of homework that you take home with you, unless it's something that you have to create.
Well, I
Are
shouldn't
you
have known this.
encouraging us?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Actually, yes. You know, I'll go out of my way and say, yeah, if your teacher gives you homework that's like 20 questions and you can just Google the answers to those 20 questions, then you should learn how to do what the assignment is.
Thank you. That's what I do.
You should learn how to do it, but you should still just find the answers. You know, at least, if nothing else, to check and make sure you get 100 on it.
I mean, half the time I don't even do that. I just do it in one of the classes here because, like, I'm not going to do any schoolwork outside of school. It's kind of my thing.
Well, I mean, okay. I'm not completely against homework, and there are a lot of educators that I know that say never, ever, ever give homework. It's not fair. It's not fair to kids. It's not fair to parents. Parents want their kids to be kids.
Yeah.
to do things, to go to basketball practice, and
Well, also if you
to be
think-
kids and have fun and go do stuff.
And me and you
Also,
were
if you-
here till almost like 6:30, 7 almost every other day.
Yeah. That's a
If you
thing.
think about it, also
For band
Kids.
and for
Color
color
guard.
guard.
say for those kids that don't do athletics or work or anything like that, they go home and they do the homework, but they don't have time to go outside because then it gets too late.
Right, because they spend all their time doing homework.
Yeah.
Because they have to do it before they're allowed to go outside and do stuff.
I mean, I'm the kind of guy who would like to go out at night instead of day.
Okay,
so
I'll be right back.
I guess
Go
if
to
you're,
restroom
if
break.
you're strange like me, you could do that. I'm not used
There's
to
a nice tree right over there.
don't go out on the tree.
inside. like a normal person.
Okay, hey, come here.
Why?
Come here, because you're out here.
You are now a part of the.
We need a little bit more diverse group than these guys. We left out because we were yesterday we had a really good talk about tech
Technology.
addiction, like that I have a problem with tech addiction and they don't at all. But so we were talking about homework. Do you get homework? Do you get?
No, I don't get homework. Because usually I finish homework during class.
You say, hey, you're like me.
But if you finish, okay, so I'll make that argument against that. If you finish doing homework in another class, aren't you diverting the time away from that should be spent toward that class?
No, because I usually don't have work, and
Yeah.
they're finished it all already.
If I have free time, then I do it.
Again, this goes back to me to like you're here to learn stuff at school.
Yeah. And my
So
teacher.
you shouldn't be finished with your work in a class like I'm
No,
done
a
with
teacher
that.
has like a set amount of work they want to teach you every day, and you just do it. It's not
Honestly-
like let's keep going. You've done.
When a teacher gives me homework, I don't go, like, I go home and do it, but I just don't put forth effort to learn what it has on the paper. Like, I just don't care. I just do it to get a grade.
It's the opposite of the goal of that, really.
Exactly, but that's what teachers do. Hey, how's your day?
Good, thank you. It's cold though, so cold.
It's nice fire.
I guess there's not really. We're pretty well. We're all against homework.
Yeah.
So for you, the homework doesn't serve its purpose of actually giving you practice in that activity. You say you should be practicing the thing that you're learning here at school. Are y'all familiar with like the flipped classroom model?
What?
What is that?
This
Explain
is a
it.
thing that it's been around for a long time. A good friend of mine has done it forever, and I've done a lot of it too. Basically, you assign people to learn the stuff at home. You give them, mostly, for the most part, YouTube videos to watch.
We tried that. We tried that with physics. It did not work.
I think there's a teacher here, a math teacher who does that. I can't think of his
I
name.
mean, I think a lot of people here do it. I mean, I do it whenever anytime I make a video that shows you how to edit videos. I mean, I walk you through how to do that stuff, so you can always come back and just pause and go back to it. But the idea of it is that you spend all of your class time doing the actual work, rather than learning it, rather than listening to lectures.
Yeah.
That you should never be lectured to while you're at school.
Rather than waiting.
People
till
should
our
never
class-
stand up and like show a PowerPoint to you during school.
Oh my God, I had a teacher last year, and that's all
So,
we did every day. It
That
was
voice,
let's
it
do a
kind of got me. It cut me.
Oh my goodness.
good job, but every day it was a new PowerPoint, and we had to fill in the blank notes.
Mr. Jones.
Coach Harg and I.
I
Mr.
fell asleep
Jones
in his
did that.
class. Poor man.
I actually like his class because it was so easy. Because like I memorized
Teachers
stuff.
like to talk. We like to lecture. We like to
I
just
love
show you
learning
stuff.
by lectures.
Do you?
Yeah, I like memorize everything. People
Look,
say.
I got cut. It's right there.
Okay. Well, Steven is a very special snowflake, guys.
Oh dear Lord, Steven's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
he's
spring. Is that?
It's still cold. I know it should be spring, but we didn't actually have a cold winter.
I'm just gonna walk behind you guys. Leaving it.
Right on here, I'll scoot up for you. What were we? Yeah, we're talking about flip though. So you just don't like it? Now have you? I don't know. How has that worked for you? Have you had that to where you're required to just learn the stuff at home, like watch a video that the teacher creates, or even Khan Academy? Or I mean, I hate Khan Academy, but
See, I try to go into that, but it doesn't work. Like, I just go on YouTube and look up the things that I'm looking for, and it actually helped a lot more than Khan Academy. I'm
yeah,
not
well, I
saying,
mean, Khan Academy's on YouTube too, right? But I mean.
yeah, I'm not saying Khan Academy is bad if that's your choice.
Well,
That's
it's
your choice.
very, very specific. Like, it's hard to find exactly what the thing is that you're looking for because it's so specific. But I mean, again, that's my. I mean, I think that you have all of the resources available to you to learn anything you want to learn. So if you need to learn it, then teacher could really not even give you a flip lesson and say, go learn it. You know, this is what you need to learn. However you need to learn it. If you need to watch a YouTube video, if you need to do practice with somebody, there's like awesome apps for math. Like there's so many apps for
And that
math
brings
work.
back to the technology thing. Like, you can even do that in class if the teacher doesn't want lectures. Like, hey, you need to learn this, look this up on this website, or look it up on Google and stuff like that.
Right, and go around and help the individual people who are
Yeah.
looking for help. That's what class time should be about, ideally for me. But I mean, so I believe in assigning something to do before class, to learn before class. Now, everybody's not going to do it, and you can try to hold everybody accountable, but everybody's still not going to do it.
And then the ones that don't do it, that's their own fault.
Well, but again, that's the argument against homework at all, is that how not everybody has equal access to it.
Yeah.
And it's too much work for a teacher. If your homework's a YouTube video, it's too much work for me to make a DVD of all of the videos for you to watch at home, because everybody's got at least a DVD player or a PlayStation or something.
Unless
or
you have a VHS, you know, like me.
I'll make a cassette for me, a VHS tape for you. But I mean, I think that's still, it's less of a valid argument, because there's always some way that people could watch a video that takes 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes for homework every day.
And you make it.
But then also, if you have 8 classes, then you're watching an hour and a half of videos if everybody does that too.
Yeah.
So I don't think that there's any one right way to teach or any one right way to have a class. I think every class is different. Hopefully you'll see in mine that it's about you. I try not to just lecture very often. Most of the time
I don't
now,
think I've heard you lecture once.
most of the time I don't really even talk to address everybody in the class for more than a couple of minutes.
I know, which I love.
Well, I mean, because you need to be working. I don't really need to be.
My
talking.
geometry teacher, he lectures for about almost the whole class period, and then he gives us 20 minutes at the end of the class to do our work.
And if you don't got it done, you better go do it for homework.
Oh yeah.
That's how my pre-cal teacher is.
But if it is okay, so do they at least record them? Record these lectures?
No.
Oh, we have to sit there and watch them if we're not paying attention.
Or if you're not there, you
Well, I mean, but you need to hear something more than once to remember how to do it, right?
Well,
They'll say it,
You just
They'll do
read
like-
board, and then
they'll do like
it's
3
there.
questions, and then they'll give you like a paper.
The thing is, you also need to think about how. Dang, I kind of forgot.
You alright?
I got lost in the conversation. So
No, well, I'm just
I
saying,
kinda
like,
forgot.
there's teachers that really just, like, they just do a same lecture 8 times a day and don't even, like, just record it so you can watch it at home if you forget something, or how do you not do that at least?
Well, the thing is, I actually remember now. The thing is, like, teachers need to be more enthusiasm about what they do.
Teachers are kind of,
See, because I have
teaching's not an easy job.
Yes, but I'm saying like coach, like I'm not gonna say the name, but
He's not gonna watch.
no, just in case, and he's
You know,
really
copyright.
monotone, really monotone, and so you sit there and you're like, I gotta deal with this guy, and it's so boring, so you start falling asleep. Hey, if teachers made it more fun and
like Coach Barney's a good teacher. He gets me interested
Oh,
in
I
history.
love Coach
I love
Barney.
listening to him because even though he's sexist, but
I'm not gonna lie.
he's very sexist. And
Well, bro,
No, he does it.
That's
just to add
tomorrow's
you.
yeah,
episode.
he's just joking.
He's
Tomorrow's
just joking. He
episode
likes
of
to add
sexism at
people.
school and misogyny at school.
all right, well that's the end of the campfire.
Yeah, because I think we're about out of time.
We're about out of time.
We're never gonna ever come to a conclusion on things. I like homework.
Today,
Your homework,
What?
your homework today is to
There's
watch a
never
video.
gonna
I'm gonna leave out with
Conclusion.
this. Everyone has their own opinion. It's just
Exactly.
some people's opinions are wrong.
You know, we're just not pointing fingers at anyone.
Yeah, I
you
mean-
know.
Today's
Guys in the
essay
ear.
was a 2.
Today's
Hey,
episode was a
we
2.
stuck to kind of a topic for a few minutes. Anyway, thanks
Well-
Stormy, thanks Mario, thanks Steven, thanks
Oh, yeah.
Caleb. We didn't say everybody's name yesterday. Thanks for watching the campfire. Take care. We'll see y'all later. Goodbye. Stay
Peace.
warm. Stay woke.